Hi, Denise Dryden here from Whitefish, Montana, and I thought I would sit outside today because it's the first day in 2 weeks that I can see real beautiful bright green. You can see the river behind me. There's clouds in the sky. The smoke from the fires has lifted, and it's just exuberant to be out here in the middle of nature and just celebrate. Oh my gosh, you forget what you miss until it's gone. So today I want to talk about carrying and others' burdens. It came up last week when I was doing the presentation on drama, and it dawned on me that part of drama is how we carry other people's drama as well, right? And so I looked at burden in the dictionary, and it's a load, carrying a load, especially a heavy one. It is to make someone hold or carry, to accept or deal with something difficult, right? So it's like, I can't do this, so I need you to help me out. I'm going to pass this off to you, or I'm going to dump it all on you, or I'm going to lean on you. And then, in the sense of legalities and stuff like that, it's the burden of proof. It means that all of what matters resides with you, and what you discover and what you find out. And so burden becomes something where it's about difficulty, it's about worry, it's about hard work, it's about diligence, it's about responsibility, right? It's about responsibility. And it also has a built-in inequality component, which means that there's a hierarchical system of one person doing more for the other, and it's not equal. We're not carrying equal shares. So somehow we've learned to equate this idea that when I step in and I help out, or I let someone lean on me, or I carry their burdens, I'm showing them love. How did we get that? Where did that come from? That we show the highest form of love when we carry somebody else's burdens? It doesn't make sense to me. It's sort of like, you matter so much to me that I will. Or I want this job so much that I will, right? And then there's this bargaining thing that goes in all the time, which is, if I do this, then I will get, or I will be noticed, or I will fill in the blank. These are your own dialogues. Find out what that means to you. And what it really comes down to is we're focusing on helping, fixing, serving, solving. And that means that we're doing for others instead of doing for ourselves. And we teach, the more we do for others, we teach selfishness, which is, it's okay, you go do what you want to do and I'll help out. When we put it that way, it's kind of like, shoot, really? We focus, when we're selfish, we focus on having other people do things for us. We build expectations that, I don't know, she's always made my bed. I'm supposed to do that now? It sort of keeps building in this idea that people become replaceable. Like, when that person stops doing something for me, I need to find someone else who will. And we take away their power. We disempower somebody when we do something for them. We mistrust them. We communicate that they're dependent on us. Hi, Sylvia. I'm so glad you're here. We create dependence, right? And it's generational. We pass it on because, it's like, well, this is how my mother shows love. This is how my father shows love. This is what I do. When we carry others' work or burdens, they don't learn how to manage their own. It's really simple. They expect you to help. They don't really create a lot of empathy, like, oh my God, that must be really hard for you. The empathy sort of goes out the door. So there's this whole cultural connection between how much we do for our children and how much we do for each other and how much we give corporations. And then we're surprised that there's this lack of empathy that comes back towards us, right? So there's this connection. And, it's really interesting when you're doing something for somebody else, they don't really like boundaries either. So boundaries become an issue. Empathy becomes an issue. Expectations become an issue. When we carry somebody else's work, we disempower them to believe that they can do it on their own. We let them think that there is no way that they can do this because we want to be wanted and we want them to want us. So there's a codependence that weaves itself in there as well. So let's just break it down and make it really easy in some examples. You know, when you have kids and you're getting them up in the morning for school, you're picking up their messes, you're packing their food for the day, and you're even like laying their backpack out for them and making sure their homework is in it. You manage them at school, you manage their schoolwork, you manage their schedules, you manage their SATs, their ACTs, you help them with their applications for college. You're letting them know, I don't think you know how to do this. I don't think you're old enough to do this. I don't think you're responsible enough to do this. And I need you to need me. When we're at work, we make our colleagues and our bosses, we make them look good. We shine. We organize. We cover. We anticipate. We create for them. And we go, gosh, you know what I really want to do is I want to become indispensable for this company. I want to always have a job. So we give, and we do, and we carry the burdens, right? We volunteer in our community and do the same thing. We volunteer at schools, we coach sports teams, we do whatever it takes to feel needed. So, you know, just on the really basic level, we're giving a lot of energy away to other people and wondering, you know, why it's not coming back to us. But when we take it on a larger scale, like we start worrying about politics, like I'm going to be the one on Facebook every single day who tells you what Trump is doing right now and what we need to do to approach life differently. You know, these are those kind of places where we get hooked into carrying the burdens of the world, carrying the burdens of the hurricanes and the forest fires and the floods, carrying the burdens of climate change. And we focus on how wrong those things are and what we need to do to make it better. And what I wanted to bring this up for is that all of these things, everything we do, whether it's reacting to the news, whether it's codependent behavior in our home, or all of the things that we do at work in order to get paid, recognition, whatnot, we're giving our energy away. It's scattered. It's going out in all these different directions, right? And none of it's coming back. And we're exhausted, and we're tired, and we're run down, and we're sick. And it's because we've chosen to pick up burdens that belong someplace else that are not ours to carry. Does that make sense? They're not ours to carry. The more we are carrying all these other burdens, it's kind of like, you know, I got this, I got that, and you know, it's kind of like when I don't want to get everything, make 2 trips to the car, so I load myself up with briefcase and groceries and yoga mat, and I'm just trying to walk up the stairs and I'm really heavy and I'm burdened down with stuff. I notice at that point I don't have a lot of flexibility. I don't have any creativity. I don't have any responsiveness. Someone could say, and they could drop something and I'm like, yeah, I can't even help you. I'm so burdened right now. And it sort of freezes the ability to change. There's no flexibility to look at something else. You know, like when you meet I just met this new beautiful woman who wanted to do something socially. And I was like, yeah, what are you doing tomorrow? I've got time in the morning. She goes, well, wait a minute. I've got something like 2 weeks from now on a Wednesday from 1 to 2. And I'm like, you don't really have a lot of flexibility and creativity, do you? And so it's not a judgment. It's going like, I need that. I need flexibility. I need creativity. I need room to grow. So how do we stop carrying someone else's burdens? Is we identify, is this mine to carry? Am I stinting someone else's growth by doing it for them? Am I teaching my children that they can't do it? Or am I empowering them to do that themselves? What am I teaching them? And then what is in my own realm to influence? Like, I know that when it comes to something big like politics and what's going on the globe right now, what I can do is I can refuse to get scattered into fear and doubt and tons of little messages all over the place, but I can say, it's going to be okay. I empower the earth to know what to do. I empower the people on this planet to know what to do. I will lead in the areas that I know how to. And I'm going to stop all of these leaks and drains in all these different directions that are not mine to carry, right? And I want to leave you with this one last piece, which is when we empower somebody, we empower them on our third chakra, which is our gut. You know, it's like right below our rib cage and above our hips, right above our belly button. That's our gut. And that's the connection between the heavens and the earth, right? So the heavens are where creativity and responsiveness and adaptability and flexibility come from. And then the ground, the earth, is where that solid groundedness, that support, that proficiency, you know, that stability comes from. So when we line up and we let both of those feed it, then we have our feet on the ground and we're able to help when someone asks, right? Hey mom, I'm really running late. Can you help me with my sandwich? Yeah, I can do that because I have room. I have flexibility. I have creativity. So these are the kind of things I do with my coaching. If this is something you're interested in or you'd like to learn more, give me a call, ask me. We'll have a cup of tea together over the phone and explore what wants to happen. You can find me on DeniseDrydenCoaching.com, and hopefully this smoke is over and hopefully all of these natural disasters are starting to calm down. Give it a week or two and it'll be back to normal, and then we can hold for something new. Take care. Bye-bye.